Exciting to us because we actually looked into his university when we did our big piece on Trump back in February, and it wound up on this very long list of awful Donald Trump stories that we literally didn't have time to delve into, even in a 22-minute piece. But once we started reading through these new documents, we figured, oh, fuck it, let's take some time to talk about it now. Because Trump University is kind of amazing. Back when it opened, Trump made some big claims.
At Trump University, we teach success. That's what it's all about, success. It's going to happen to you. If you don't learn from the people that we're going to be putting forward, and these are all people that are hand-picked by me, then you're just not going to make it in terms of the world of success.
The world of success? It sounds like what Donald Trump calls his bedroom. Welcome to the world of success. Please enjoy a mint and a non-disclosure agreement. Now, unfortunately, Trump University ran into problems in several states, starting with the name itself.
We started looking at Trump University and discovered that it was a classic bait-and-switch scheme. It was a scam, starting with the fact that it was not a university.
Holy shit! Trump University wasn't even a university, which is enough to make you wonder what the fuck was in Trump steaks. Oh God, it was possum, wasn't it? It was possum, you monsters! But the name was just the beginning, because remember how he had hand-picked instructors? Well, according to his own depositions, he did not personally select instructors for live seminars and was unable to recall the names of key faculty members. And it's probably good that he didn't hand-pick them himself. That would be dangerous. Anything Trump's tiny fingers touch turn into an ex-wife or an abandoned casino. And it doesn't stop there. According to the sworn testimony by several former employees, many instructors and mentors had no experience buying or selling real estate. In fact, one had worked as a salesman for Lowe's and another had been manager for Buffalo Wild Wings, or as I call it, B-dubs dubs. And even a former member of Trump's own sales staff testified that it was, among other things, a joke, a facade, and was just selling false hopes and lies. And to be fair, every university has sold some of its students false hopes and lies. It's just most of the time they call it a theatre arts degree. Now, these new documents also include several revealing playbooks of sales tactics. For instance, the room temperature was to be no more than 68 degrees, which is partly to keep students alert, and partly because Professor Wild Wings doesn't want the ranch sauce getting all gamey. There are also instructions on how to sell and upsell students, or as the playbooks call them, buyers, on expensive courses with typo-riddled tips like, if a client is adamant about knowing the price, simply say, our course range anywhere from $29 to $35,000. And if prospects seemed at all wary, there was advice for dealing with that.
You must be very aggressive. One passage from the playbook reads, if they complain about the price, remind them that Trump is the best.
You might laugh, but that is the same technique that Trump has been using to run for president, and apparently it fucking works. These playbooks are rife with sleazy salesmanship. For instance, employees were told to substitute the words thank you with congratulations so that the potential customer ends up thanking you, which is pretty obnoxious. If I started this show every week with welcome to Last Week Tonight, congratulations on joining us, you would quite rightly turn it off. And I know what you're thinking. Well, what about people who simply didn't have the money? Trump U didn't really have a problem with that.
A set of playbooks for the sales team coached them on how to market the courses even to single mothers with 3 children who, quote, may need money for food. Money, instructed the playbook, is never a reason for not enrolling in Trump University. If they really believe in you and your product, they will find the money. You are not doing any favor by letting someone use lack of money as an excuse.
Lack of money is not an excuse, is not what single parents need to hear. It's what Donald Trump needs to hear. We were told that we would get to have our pictures taken with Donald Trump. It ended up being a cardboard cutout of Mr. Trump, which is actually a perfect metaphor for Trump University. You're expecting the real thing, but in the end, all you get is a tacky, two-dimensional facade with Donald Trump's face slapped on it. But perhaps the most suspicious thing of all is that the playbooks even include specific instructions on what to do if an attorney general shows up. And believe it or not, the answer is not kick over a table as a distraction and get the fuck out of there. No, apparently you contact April immediately. And it also reminds you, you do not have to show them any personal information unless they have a warrant, which is suspicious advice for a university employee. I'm pretty sure Harvard doesn't tell its new professors, welcome, here's a gun and a cyanide capsule in case the fuzz show up. Don't let them take you alive. Now, Donald Trump has broadly denied the claims in the lawsuit, and his attorneys have gathered statements from satisfied customers. In fact, to hear Trump tell it, the school was very good value.
98% of the people that took the courses, we have report cards from everybody. They report carded on the course. 98% of the people that took the courses, 98% approved the courses. They thought they were terrific.
Okay, first, there is something instantly fishy about 98%. The only things that have that level of unanimous approval are dictators, Pixar movies, and Neapolitan ice cream. Yeah, it's got chocolate for the chocoholics, vanilla for the borings, and strawberry for the perverts. In fact, according to plaintiffs, the reason those numbers are so high is because the surveys were not anonymous and were filled out when participants were still expecting to receive future benefits from the program, such as assistance or mentoring from the instructor they were evaluating. So listen to why one former student gave it a good review that he now regrets.
I really look at it like this, is say you go to a really nice restaurant and really expensive restaurant, you eat this really gorgeous dinner, and the chef comes out near the end of your meal and asks you how you like the meal, and you really, really loved it. But then by the time you go home, you realize that you've gotten food poisoning and you're really, really sick.
What do you think about Trump University?
I felt like I've been poisoned. I just felt like I was just duped and poisoned and ripped off.
The only thing worse than that is having that same feeling and then realising, oh shit, he's got 3 years, 364 days left in his first term. But perhaps the most valuable lesson to come out of Trump University is the one that it is currently giving all of us in what's behind Trump's campaign strategy. Because the playbook tells his salespeople, you don't sell products, benefits, or solutions, you sell feelings. And that is what is happening now. Crowds at a Trump rally may not be able to point to a concrete benefit or solution he offers, but they know how he makes them feel. And that is jacked up and ready to boo any name that sounds vaguely Latino. So if you are planning to vote for Trump in November, I'd like to direct you to a quote from the top of Trump University's old homepage. Take the risk, but before you do, learn what you're getting yourself into. Donald, I could not have said it better myself. So thank you, or should I say...